Hello, my name is Yuki Morishima. I'm the Associate Curator of Japanese Art at the Asian Art Museum. Welcome to the Japanese Bamboo Art Gallery. In this gallery, you see a selection of bamboo works dating from the late 18th century to the present day. Some of them are traditional works in the classical form, such as functional containers for flower arrangements. They're made using traditional bamboo weaving techniques. Others are contemporary works that are purely sculptural in form. This installation showcases the breadth of innovation, creativity, and technical accomplishments of Japanese bamboo artists. It is said that bamboo baskets have been used in Japan since the Jomon period, which is from 10,500 to 300 BCE. By the late 1800s, Japanese artists were producing intricate baskets in a variety of styles. But bamboo works have always been considered as a craft. It is only recently that bamboo works gained much deserved recognition and entered art museum collections. Our collection at the Asian Art Museum was not an exception. In 2002, we received a gift of over 800 baskets from the collector Lloyd Kotzen. As a result of this acquisition, the Asian Art Museum holds one of the largest and most notable collections of bamboo art outside of Japan. Mr. Kotzen, former CEO and chairman of the Neutrogena Corporation, began collecting in the 1970s. He assembled his collection during the course of what he called a 40-year love affair with Japanese bamboo baskets. By the early 2000s, he had built a collection of unparalleled scope and quality. In explaining their appeal, he said, "I was attracted by the tensions created by the balancing of forces, of cohesion and chaos, structure and nature, refinement and exuberance, and ultimately simplicity and complexity." Mr. Kotzen's recognition of bamboo as an art form and his delight in the expressive power of sculptural bamboo ignited the interest of other collectors and museums around the world. The Asian Art Museum's bamboo art collection is well recognized in the world. For example, we organized the Masters of Bamboo exhibition, which traveled to Suzhou Museum in China in 2018, showcasing 69 superb bamboo works from our collection. We are delighted that over 213,000 visitors came to see this exhibition in China. Here in San Francisco, we always have about 25 bamboo artworks on display at any given time. This installation ranges from anonymous traditional baskets to signed works by the most important bamboo artists active since the 19th century. Tanabe Chikuunsai II is one of the most well-respected bamboo artists. He created this urn-shaped basket with a handle. It's woven in an irregular plate with strips of rich red-brown bamboo. The base of the basket is squared, but the body of the basket becomes rounded directly from the base. The rim is made from bundled and wrapped body elements. The handle of this basket is a bent bamboo branch with some tiny branches intact. Insect stitching is used decoratively on the handle that is tied to the sides of the basket on opposing sides. Thin twigs from the handle branch are bent down, inserted, and attached with rattan in insect wrap stitches to the surface of the basket. The one end of the handle is supported with an insect stitch wrapped hoop, which is sewn to the rim. Usually, a flower basket comes with a removable, lacquered bamboo water container called otoshi. The one for this basket is lined with copper. As you can see here, the water container can be hidden in the basket, or it can be more visible and become part of the design as you see in the basket over here by Kajiwara Koho. When you place the water container for flower arrangement, it can be a beautiful part of the design. Kajiwara's basket is made of fine bamboo strips that rest on a foot ring. The vertical strips then rise and fan out of the rim using what we call a thousand-line construction. The thousand-line construction is technically not a plating technique. It involves not interlacing bamboo strips, but aligning stiff strips in parallel and securing them at the end. As you can see, the wrapped rim has a beautiful undulating elliptical shape. When you peek inside this basket, you will realize that the bottom of the simple-looking basket is actually woven in a quite complex way. When you look at the basket from the side, you notice that the narrow horizontal section just above the foot is woven in what we call a jumping mat plate technique. Here's another example of a thousand-line construction. This simple and beautiful cylindrical basket made by Matsuzawa Kazuyoshi is titled Many Lines. The vertical strips are secured in place about 1/4 up from the base with an internal rib wrapped with dark brown dyed rattan. Both the rim and base are banded and stitched also with dark brown rattan. Higashi Takesonosai applied a variation of thousand-line construction to form this box-shaped basket titled Bamboo Grove. Here, bamboo strips are secured in place in a random way, and their ends are stitched to the rim with rattan. The low handle is a whole piece of bent bamboo, which is set off-center and joined to the rim on either side. As the title indicates, the basket makes me think of the dense, lush green bamboo grove. Takesonosai was from the Kansai region, so it's very likely that he was inspired by the famous bamboo grove in Arashiyama, Kyoto. This is a writing box by Koko. The lid of the box is clear lacquered with a lead applique of grape leaf design. The interior is lined with a smaller bamboo mat with cuts out for a slate ink stone and a curled up rabbit-shaped iron water dropper. What's interesting about this box is that it is made from a knot of timber bamboo. The artist cleverly used the distinctive characteristic of bamboo, a segmented stem, to create the box. Notice the middle section of the bottom, the part which is colored brown, is sliced off to create a flat surface, making the box stable. Higashi Takesonosai created this large half-ovoid shaped basket. Its width is about 29 inches long. Takesonosai titled this flower basket Stone in a Stream. It is like a smooth stone which juts above the water's surface. The narrow strips of light brown bamboo run lengthwise across the basket in thousand-line construction. The strips near the top part have been bent to create a rippled effect. They are sewn in place with meandering light-colored rattan stitches signifying the flowing water currents. On the contrary, the bottom of this piece is woven like a mat. Notice there is a dark strip of bamboo inserted in the middle as a signature panel. There is a circular opening at the top of the form to hold the water container. How would you arrange flowers in this artwork? Imagining how to arrange some flowers is another way to enjoy the bamboo baskets in this gallery. Instead of inserting flowers with long stems, I would drape some flowers over and down the basket as if they are floating downstream. Nagakura Kenichi also expresses water in his flower basket. He titled this hollow basket Rapid Stream. He is known for creating unconventional organic forms, treating bamboo more like a sculptural medium. Here, the irregular direction of bamboo strips and the bumpy surface express water running down a rocky cliff. Some strips are emanating from the node at the neck of the basket. They have been split and woven into a haystack-like form. The basket is open on the bottom and has a small woven basket which is attached to the underside of the mouth to hold a narrow metal water container. Nagakura spent years learning traditional bamboo techniques from his grandfather before innovating his own style. The artist explains, bamboo is an ideal material to express nature. Bamboo can be either delicate like a spider web or solid as stone, thus embodying the natural cycles of the world. Morita Chikuami IV created this roughly and randomly woven gourd-shaped basket. He used very fine bamboo with some wider inserts scattered in a bird's nest-like manner. It has a flat woven base with a 1.5 inches diameter hole in the front. It has also a twisted stem at the top. The thin bamboo strip is wound throughout the basket and exits at the top. It loops over and down and wraps around the waist and rejoins the body of the basket. Most bamboo artists underwent strict traditional apprenticeships. When possible, I select and arrange the artworks to show the generational progression of artists within teacher-student lineages. Through such relationships, we can see the transformation of bamboo work from a sophisticated technique-driven craft into a creative and often sculptural means of artistic expression. The 4 generations of Tanabe Chikuunsai are a good example. Tanabe Chikuunsai I, who studied under Wadawa Chikusai I, created this basket titled Whole Replete with Happiness and Longevity. Chikuunsai I was skilled in making Chinese-style baskets like this one. Chikuunsai II followed his father's signature styles, but he also developed his own style. This cylindrical gourd-shaped basket of very fine bamboo strips is made with his signature open-work hexagonal plating. Chikuunsai II advanced recognition of bamboo craftsmanship. Chikuunsai III learned bamboo crafts from Chikuunsai I's leading apprentice, Okubo Shochikusai. He successfully exhibited his works at the Nitten and the Japanese Traditional Art and Crafts exhibitions. He also began creating some sculptural bamboo works. This one is titled Core. Chikuunsai IV studied under his father, Chikuunsai III, but he also studied sculpture at Tokyo University of the Arts, where he created bamboo sculptures. This is one of my favorite works called Disappear by Chikuunsai IV. The museum commissioned the artist to create this piece, which provides a great contrast with the rest of the more utilitarian and traditional baskets from the Lloyd Kotzen collection. Deceptively simple looking, Disappear is a technically challenging work with complex rotations determined by a mathematical algorithm. Standing nearly 3 feet tall, this object is made of thin bamboo strips. It's the 12th work from his Disappear series. Based in Sakai, Japan, Chikuunsai IV is highly regarded for his mastery of traditional techniques and his integration of innovative vision in creating both colossal, site-specific installations, such as this work, Connection, installed at the Asian Art Museum for the summer of 2019, as well as smaller sculptural works such as Disappear. While his family tradition continues to be an integral part of his identity as an artist, he constantly looks for new ways to present bamboo. For the Disappear series, he collaborated with Harvard architecture professor Sawako Kaijima, who is known for her interdisciplinary approach integrating computational design. After months of experiment, they created new computer-aided designs to construct bamboo sculptures. Professor Kaijima developed a computational design and made small resin molds with a 3D printer to create the works in the Disappear series. Chikuunsai then employed bamboo weaving techniques and inserted bamboo strips between the mold pieces, which were removed to reveal complex forms. These forms are dynamic and previously unattainable by using traditional techniques alone. The artist explains it's a fusion of technology and traditional decorative arts. Chikuunsai's Disappear will be on view from May 13th until January 17th. In the 21st century, the practice of bamboo art in Japan is diverse. A new generation of Japanese bamboo artists continues to explore the technical and expressive possibilities of bamboo. Every 8 months, I select a new group of 25 or so bamboo artworks from our vast collection to change the display. That means you would encounter something new each time you visit. Please come back often to our Japanese bamboo art gallery.